What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to Ticket TV for his video going in on Rich Paul, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Because he deserves the majority of the blame for what's going on right now because he's given Ben Simmons a lot of awful advice that's ultimately, in my opinion, and many other people's opinion, is going to ruin this guy's career. Okay. Um, so Ben Simmons, who up until 3 weeks ago showed no apparent signs of a history of mental health issues, all right? All of a sudden now, when he shows up at training camp, he says he has back issues, okay? And this is why I get so irritated at him. I've had back issues, all right? Come from years of hard labor work, all right? One thing about back issues I've read about, because some people have committed fraud with this. They're notoriously hard to disprove because you can have muscle issues with your back, but it not show up on X-rays, evidence of it not showing up, but you do have issues. So basically, what I'm saying is the two things that he's complaining about are hard to disprove: back issues and mental health. That's the first thing that popped in my mind when I saw him capping on this stuff, man. I'm like, man, this guy know what he's doing, man. You know, he's a coward, man. So now he's talking about all of the pressures of findings and all of the media stress. I guess part of it, it's exacerbating or worsening his mental health issues. I'm so sick of this dude, man. Get this motherfucker the fuck out of here, man. Get him out of here, man. Just kick him out of the league. I'm gonna tell you something. A person that has legitimate mental health issues is Delonte West. That's legitimate. Okay? Uh, what Martin Lawrence went through 25 years ago when he was on the intersection, wherever it was in LA or whatever, that's a legitimate mental health episode. He is capping, y'all. Anybody that believe this crap, man, you are gullible. Okay, I'm sorry. He's full of it. And you're losing money. You're losing money for no reason. You've lost, I don't know, what, $2 million for no reason? $2 million. Why? People don't understand how contracts work, okay? You can't be one-sided on this issue. If you signed a contract, right? Look, if I signed, let's say I'm Two Raw Money Bags, right? And I sign you to a $100 million contract, right? And I'm supposed to, it's over a period of 10 years. And I'm supposed to pay you every 2 weeks. Now, I can't do it in my head, but let's say it's a check for, I don't know, let's just say 100,000, all right? And I'm copping pleas. Now, I signed a contract. I'm copping pleas saying, well, look, I'm a little bit cash strapped. How about 50,000? I give you 20,000, and that next thing you know, I still owe you 300,000. You're gonna take me to court, and you're going to win because you signed a contract that I agreed to, saying I was gonna pay such and such. They'll probably have to, they'll probably just have me sell stuff and send you a check. I I agreed to pay you that. So I'm contractually buying to do that. Now that's on the player pro end. Now on the owner pro end, if I signed you to a contract, you're supposed to do whatever it was your performance is. If you don't, That's breach of contract. Really, if this was the NFL, he'd be gone. They don't have guaranteed contracts. I don't know what it is with this guy. I'm assuming that it is that he's scared to face his fans, face the fans, and especially his teammates. A coward. You got all these people in this society, man, that work in 9 to 5 stressful jobs. Sometimes people have to work two, sometimes even three jobs, and we got to deal with all of this stress. Deal with overly demanding and not understanding and not caring bosses. You got to deal with, all this wanton violence that's going on. You got to deal with the thing that's still going on. It ain't stopping. I just saw a report that said that in 15 states, the amount of cases are going up again. So it's like this thing won't go away. You got to deal with all of this polarization and violence and anarchy and all of this dumb stuff that's going on. You expect people to feel sorry for a dude that's sitting on his ass and making hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, 25 years old. I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that he's doing is potential. Yeah, all of this potential. You know what I'm saying? And look, I understand why the media rips Russell Westbrook. He's been playing awful for the most part. But I tell you one thing, at least he shows up to goddamn work, right? Think about it. He's getting criticized more. I understand why, but let's just look at this. He's getting criticized more for playing badly than this guy is for refusing to honor his contract. I find something wrong with that on the whole grand scheme of things. So this guy has all of this promise, right? All this potential. He won't shoot. He's a liability offensively on a good team. Now he claims that he has mental health issues. If you're a general manager, if you're an owner, do you really want to risk that? If he does, which I don't think he does. He seemed like, the prima donna stuff, all bringing a cell phone to practice, all this stupid stuff, man. Do you really want to deal with all that and ruin your team chemistry? Bring this, man. People said Dwight Howard was bad. This guy, man, everything that people have said about this guy has proven to be 100% true. Let me say this too about Rich Paul because I hadn't been doing a lot of reading about him. So I did a little bit of reading last couple hours about him. And man, if any of this stuff is true, there's a lot of corruption going on in the NBA, right? Now this is coming from an anonymous NBA agent. And it came out of a book from last year, right? And this agent said that Rich Paul is doing a lot of illegal things, or at least unethical things when it comes to acquiring clients, players. But the thing is, it's illegal for players to recruit another player for an agent, especially an agent that's attached to you. According to this NBA agent, LeBron James does that. LeBron James directly contacts players to be Clutch Sports clients. That's illegal. And the NBA is fully aware of it. They're not going to say anything because LeBron James is the golden goose. That's illegal. But one thing he said is that Clutch Sports is becoming so overloaded that it's becoming counterproductive to the point where it's hard for them to uh, provide. I guess I'm trying to say like provide good, to be a good agent to all of the clients. You know what I'm saying? But if that's true, I don't know why that agent would be lying about it. That's, you know, it is what it is, man. But you know what? When you think about it, super hotshot agents, they come and go. Remember David Falk was the most powerful agent in the NBA? Michael Jordan, some other high profile clients, he passed the scene. There was another guy a couple of years ago, 10, 15 years ago, he was a top notch agent. He's gone. So these guys, they can come and go, especially when all your power comes from having a couple of high profile agents. I mean, clients, and then they retire. Some other guy comes up, and you know he seems to be better at actually coming through for his clients and getting them good deals, and he's well liked within the organization. If Rich Paul becomes disliked, which apparently that's the case, all of his power really is coming from LeBron. So once LeBron leaves the scene, Rich Paul gonna fall off, man. It is what it is. And like I said before, man, it's just a lot of stuff that I suspect, even with Scottie Pippen, but I can't prove it. But all of that will come to truth one day. The truth will come to light with a lot of stuff. Tell me what you guys think.